I'm here. Oh, there I am. How are we all going? Yeah. Anyway, I don't know what's happening a late night. I'm sitting up here talking to you lot. So let's see who wants to file on in. I'm going to fix this up. It's getting warmer. This thing's going to sit. Back on again. Good. Chat. Live chat. Everybody can see me. Right. Okay. What all tips? No. Anyway, this is who pops in. I'm sitting very still at the moment. You like my grey whiskers. Do you think I look better with a beard, or do you think I look better clean shut? It looks very black, doesn't it? I almost look like no, no, I don't look like him. Oh no, we've got somebody there dropped in. Is that my Chris? I hope it is. I got a message for it. Is that my Chris? Give me a chat. Anyway, what's happening? The new car is in getting fixed again. And now it's fixed. I've got to go pick it up tomorrow. And the old car is going over tomorrow to get fixed. Cars, trailers, cars, trailers, trucks, tractors. It never stops. Anyway, what are we going to talk about? Well, what's happening? Legs are going good. Yes, I'm walking well. Hello to my mate out to lunch. Out to lunch. I hope you're there somewhere. Out to lunch is always around somewhere. Out to lunch is either around watching me or he's out to lunch. That's why I call him out to lunch. He's never ever on the channel. He's, just always popping in. So hello to out to lunch. And Cosmic. What are they calling now? The New Mexico show. Yeah. Now I don't know if that's a New Mexico or just a New Mexico show. So that's an interesting thing. So Cosmic Marauder used to be whatever name she used to go by. Everybody knows Cosmic with the big glasses and his big mustache and smoking bongs on YouTube. Well, he got banned and now he's come back as the New Mexico show. Totally different thing. He's not doing the drug. What do you mean? What are you talking about, Paul? Paul just come in there with a comment. Thanks, Health Heroes. Well, hello. How are you? I hope you're good. Yeah, I went through all the live streams of Thanks Health Heroes. Yeah, hello. I read it. Hi. Hi. Well, thanks Health Heroes. Can you give me something from my cough? I have to ask. Okay, what are you going to ask? I can always just say no. Out to lunch. You must have heard me. I just said to everybody on this channel, I just started up 4 minutes ago, where is my mate out to lunch? And he's usually not on the channel because he's out to lunch. So how is out to lunch? Uh, what's up, young man? Nothing's up. I'm just talking about out to lunch. No, I just got home. Are you on Dr. Gupta? Now, very funny. I'm not. I'm sitting in my room. Look, there's a bed head behind me. I'm leaning on my shoulder. Uh, thanks. Out to lunch. I just unpin that because I just constantly keep. Where is that? Just seeing you on. Yeah, okay. What's going on here? What have I done? Your fan. Okay, that's good. Elephant says, hi, I like your video. Thank you very much. Now there it is. Going to unpin it over there. Boom. There you go. So we're back up to 10 people and I've got 1 thumbs up. Okay, come on, how about a couple of thumbs up? Is that possible? Please, please, please give us some thumbs up. Thanks, Health Heroes, Mr. Hominoid. Hominoid means human, which means hominid, which means Bigfoot, caveman, Neanderthal, human being, prehistoric people. It's, in other words, I talk to people. Does that make sense? Mr. Human talks to you, fellow human beings. I didn't tell him a name like something stupid. I have no idea what those little pictures are. Thanks, Health Heroes. Can't even see them. Look like they don't know what with their mouths open. Anyway, thumbs up. Yes, thank you. Anyway, what is new? I bought a new car out to lunch and it broke down 3 weeks later. So, cost me $2,500. I had to put water pump and radiator hoses and all other sort of crap. And then brought it home and I drove it 200 Ks and I pulled out from a local supermarket and it just stopped dead in the middle of the road and went totally dead. Andreas said it. Hi, hello. Andreas said it. I think that's who you say it. Thanks, Health Heroes. Yeah, okay. Thanks, Health Heroes. Can you give it a break on the chat? This is all you. Let somebody else have a type, please. Anyway, I'm trying to finish what I'm saying. So it just stopped dead in the middle of the road, right before a roundabout. Anyway, this nice, great, big, strong 25-year-old Kiwi Maori guy gets out of the car and he walks up and he said, I will push you up the hill. And I'm sitting there in my car thinking, how the hell are you going to push me up the hill in a 4-wheel drive? He did. Over to the left. I turned the wheel hard left. He swung me in against the curb and then rolled back into a parking space. And before I could turn around and say anything, he was in his car and he took off. I didn't even get to say thank you. So there you go. Aussies and Kiwis, Maoris, Aboriginals, we all live together in harmony. Isn't that great? Anyway, it turned out I never had the bonnet open and my mechanic and he never checked the battery terminals for me. I mean, here he is. He's pulling the motor out. He's doing work on the motor. He drops the motor down. He never checked the battery terminals. How are you? Andrea said it. Andrea said it. So Andre as it edit. As it Andre. Anyway, hello, Andre. I'm going good. So this, what we have in Australia, in New South Wales, America has the AAA. Well, we have NRMA in New South Wales. and National Road Motorists Association. Well, they come out. The guy got there within 20 minutes, popped up the bonnet, had a one look. They said, "Oh, you got dirty battery terminals." He cleaned them up. Boom, started the car up, driving down the road, and it's going boom, 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 boom. And he says, "Oh," so he hears it. So when I left him, it was going boom, 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 boom. So this uh, so the car was bumping. So when the NRMA guy started up the car, he said, "Oh, something wrong with the motor." I said, "Yeah, it's been bump, 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 bumping like a missing smoke plug." So he sat there and he turned around and he put a computer underneath the steering wheel and he checked it. He said, "Oh, your coil pack is mucking up." So today the coil pack was fixed out of my mechanics. I dropped the car off yesterday. So I go there tomorrow and I'll pick up that car. And then but to get out there, I'm taking the other old car out to lunch. Remember, I used to drive around up north in that big blue Ford? Well, that goes out there tomorrow. It's going to get all the front brakes done. So I drive it out there with bad brakes and I come back in a fully worked up, repaired Nissan. And then I wait then I wait the next week. Then I go there and pick up the Ford. Anyway, um, Andrea said it. Yeah, nice. Yeah, so I'll have my two cars back fully running. So one's running, but it's not here, and the other one is running, but bad brakes. It's going out there tomorrow. And it's about 50 kilometres away, 45 mile. So that's why I drive one out, drop one off, bring back the other one. And when I go and pick up the other one, I catch the bus and train out. Anyway, out to lunch. What have you been up to? Yes, Andrea. Yes, I am having a good day and night. I've had a good day. I've been watching TV all day, lying on my butt because I don't have a car to go anywhere. I'm going to call out to my housemate. Peter, can you put the kettle on, please? I'm just talking on the live stream. Mm. A guy called Andrea said, "Hello, Peter," because he heard me say your name. I don't know where he is. Where are you, Andrea? You in Mexico? Peter wanted to know. Anyway, me too. Oh, no, apparently Andrea's sick. What's wrong with you, Andrea? Why are you sick and where are you? What country are you in? Anyway, so what else is new? So Peter will be happy. I'll take him out on the weekend in the Nissan again. He's a very old person I like to look after. And took him for a drive down the south coast weekend before last, and he enjoyed it. Now, if you look at my channel, Mr. Hominoid, oh, you're in Melbourne. Oh, Andrea's in Melbourne. Oh, there you go. Peter said, okay. Anyway, I don't know if you heard that, but anyway. I was going to say, yeah, if you look at my channel under Mr. Hominoid Shorts, you'll see Long Ocean Bridge. That's the one I did in the car. That's one that bridge is south of Sydney. It's on the south coast. And many years ago, we had a landslide and the road against the foreshore of the ocean collapsed and the big landslide. So they built this great big long bridge. Oh, actually, I know where that is. I know Michael Murray. No, I'm not in Melbourne. I'm in Sydney. Andre's in Melbourne. Unless you're talking to him. Yeah, Andre, Michael Murray's there. He said he's in Trafalgar. You anywhere there near him? You two can chat together for a second. I don't know. You might want to get together. I don't know. You might go and have a cup of coffee and have a beer. Oh, I was talking to him, but that's cool, man. Yeah. Andre, Michael's talking to you. And I said, "Oh, me? Oh, oh no, that's not good. Maybe not good. No, Andre is not good, but I don't think he's saying, Michael, it's not good to talk to him. I think he's just saying he was a bit surprised to have somebody in the same city talk, or the same state on this channel with all the people all around the world, and here's two people from the same city, which is not even my city. Anyway, what's the interesting thing? The two guys I like to watch over in oh, you're talking about the landslide. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, anyway, so there's a big landslide, and they real big put this great big bunch of concrete pylons in the ocean, and it's the ad that you always see the cars driving down in the TV ads. You know, you see a car on the road on a bridge, and it's a SC bend sort of road, and it wiggles around, and there's no other cars on the road when they're filming it. They never seem to pass. Pardon me, they never seem to pass anybody. It's that actual bridge. It's in those Toyota ads. It's in Australian TV commercials of all sorts of things. That's the actual bridge. It is the only one in Australia that goes across the ocean. We don't have, well, apart from Sydney Harbour, but that's a harbour. I'm talking about out in the ocean. Yeah. So, oh, Michael got the gift. He now realises, okay, oh, this is confusing. Three-way conversation. How you been, Michael Murray? Because I went to school with a guy called Mick Murray. Now, you wouldn't happen to be him, Michael Murray, would you? You didn't have to go to Richmond High School in New South Wales, did you? Back in 1974. Just interesting to find out. Kettle spoiled. Who wants to come in there walk with me? I'll come make a cup of coffee. You want to see how I make a cup of coffee? Yes, I did get off my own arse. I do make my own cup of coffee. Yes, I do. Yes. Look, we're going for a walk. No, that's a camera trick, so I'm just wobbling the camera. No, I'm getting up. It's what time is it? 9:45 p.m. Sydney time. Now, you listening in. Oh, it's going to get dark. Oh, it's mysterious. There's a kitchen light. Some light. Oh, oh, God. Yes, you're also beautiful. Yeah, so you're going to make a cup of coffee. And guess what? On my thing. Question one. How Aussie is that? Is that Aussie or what? Can you give no, Andre? You can have a banana, right? Because you're not well in a vacuum cleaner. Andre's in sick. He's sick in bed, so I'll send him down a vacuum cleaner and a banana. Am I saying that because they're right there in front of me? Yes, the other favourite capilano, pure honey, love it. And Milo. This is going to be the most Australian house you guys have ever been in. Yes, I have a bloody cough. Oh, he loves Vegemite. Who loves Vegemite? Andre loves Vegemite. Andre, did you know it's good for you to have Vegemite when you're sick because it builds you up? I like doing that, putting little things I find up there on the camera. It's been funny. And another really strange thing, lamingtons. Who likes a lamington? Give me a thumbs up if you like eating lamingtons. Now, we all know lamingtons come from Queensland, from Brisbane, by who? A person who made them for the Governor General. And they're called lamingtons. And that's when Lamington got its name. And that's why we have the Lamington Royal National Park, southwest of Brisbane, down there towards Boat Desert. It is all related to the Lamington cake. Yes, Lamington North National Park is related to Lamington, the cake. That is a Lamington. Yeah, it's now for people overseas, it is choc coated with coconut and a very white vanilla cake. And I can't stick it back in there. And this one has jam in it. So comes out a bit like Lamington. Well, didn't you know that, Andre? Didn't you know the Lamingtons were related to the Lamington Royal National Park at Boat Desert down, I think it's Boat Desert. And now you'll know that, as I said, my channel name is Mr. Hominid, Bigfoot, Yowie. The Lamington National Park has had people there filming, and they have apparently filmed the Yowie in the Lamington National Park. True story. And there's even documented on TV shows. It's a surprise. Now, I'm only going to get one Lamington. Carry my coffee very carefully. Yeah. Now, for you that don't know, I've had both knees replaced November last year and March the year before. Left one first, then the right one. Oh, it's dark again. Andre, stop it. Turn the light on. Anyway, so that's why I walk very, very slowly. Right. That's the problem with this chat. You see, when I say something, it takes 30 seconds for it to come through. Then I miss out about what you're saying where it misses. Now, where's my mate out to lunch? What have you been doing out to lunch? Give me a comment. No, what about for cake? When are we? I wonder if our lunch is still with us. Five thumbs up. Thank you. Thank you very much. I don't know. I think out to lunch might be a secret girlfriend. I think he went out and bought a couple of extra chickens. How's your Lamington? Hang on, gotta put them in six there. Partly devoured it. You want some? You can't have any. Hang on, I'll stick it to the camera. You ready? Look, there you go, Andre. Now, how many YouTubers do that? Get there and get a piece of cake and try and stick it through the camera. Look, I mean, really, I've got to be the most eccentric YouTuber there is. Anyway. Right. Now, if you're from overseas, Andre and Mick Murray, they know about a guy on the run down there in Victoria by the name of Desi Freeman. Now, he's on the run. He killed 2 policemen, allegedly, and that's why he's on the run. So they've got the army down there. They're all trying to find him. See, thank you just come through, Andre, and that was 30 seconds ago when I was playing with the cake. Anyway, latest story I was watching tonight was they had $1 million offered. They had 100 people try to claim it by saying this is where Desi is, or this is what he's doing, or this is where he could be found, or whatever. No, we don't get told. They just told us 100 people trying to claim, put in a report to try and claim the $1 million. Then there's the story. Some guy was some. I don't know where the media gets all these people, so-called experts. I mean, if they're such experts, why don't we know about them? I mean, we never see them on TV, and they come up one time only, like in a manhunt. They don't come up there saying something about a war story or something else, or they don't come up and they never come up. Fenton Fortnight, hello, how are you? And um, and these so-called experts, they really annoy me. But I just think, well, who are these guys? They just say so and so, and he's a so and so expert. Now they don't tell you where he comes from, what his career is, nothing in a little subtitle. That's right, Andre. Yeah, thank you. That's true. And they don't tell you anything about. They just say when the media says, "Oh, this is our expert. Oh, thank you for coming in." Blah blah blah. It's not their expert. They probably looked him up on Google, and just said, "Hey, are you stupid enough to come on our TV channel tonight and make a statement?" And the guy says, "Oh yeah, I'll come on TV. I'll say something sounds good for you because then it's going to sound good for me, and therefore then I'll get recognised throughout Australia, and then I'll probably get a promotion or a better job, and that's probably why these so-called experts get on there." Think about it. You can't tell me no expert is going to get on the news media and say they're an expert on a subject when they're doing a subject because they don't want to get gratification one way or another, which is getting a name for themselves. Some big boss in another company is watching them on the news and says, "Oh, good, that got a better job. He can come over to my university." What country do you live in? Oh, Fenton, we're in Australia. We just showed Vegemite. We're in Australia. How? We are so if we never know, we've never seen him before. That's right. I like that one. Now, I'm going to read this out what Andre just said. Like how we meant to know we are safe, we never know we could never seen him before. That's right. So how can he know that we're safe or we're not safe? Mate, there's people in the house last night that have never had in trouble with any gangs or anything like this. And thank you, Jacob. I see that. Thanks, Jacob. And they're sitting in the house, mother, father, and a 40-year-old son, and the house gets shot up. So the daughter or somebody else comes around, picks mum and dad up and the brother, takes them away for safety, and the police are guarding the house all night doing their forensics. And they said, we thought, we're safe at home watching TV, and somebody pepper sprayed the house with bullets. And now the only thing they're thinking of, mistaken identity or wrong address. See, how can you be safe? I mean, my father, when he was alive, God rest his soul, he was sitting at home in the lounge room, fell asleep in his own lounge chair. Three blokes walk in the front door, down the hallway, turn into the lounge room, put a bag over his head. Hear him. I don't know about you guys in the chat. Can't you hear me, Andre? Andre, can you hear me now? I moved my hand. Can I get an audio? 1, 2, 3, up to 10. One, two, three. I might have my little finger on the microphone. Thanks, Andre. We can now. Oh, okay. Right. So the part you didn't hear was Dad got bashed in his house and they turned around and he thought they were after him for money. It turned out I moved out a week before and they thought I was still there. Then when they went and checked the bedroom, found out I'd moved out, they just dumped, walked out, and Dad had to stagger down the road. Dad went out the front door, down the driveway, down the road to the corner, turned left on the corner, along the tar road, up the driveway, and knocked on the neighbour's house door, and bang, bang, bang on the door, then collapsed on their porch, and they walked out and they found him. And then the police followed the blood trail from Dad and back around to where he was. Yeah, that was so bad. And that was back in 1995. Yeah. But this goes to show what bad people there are in the world. And that was at Richmond, west of Sydney. It's supposed to be the safest place in Sydney back then because it was out in the country. You still had dairy cows down the road. It doesn't matter where you live. But that was because I later found out that they seen one of my cars in the workshop getting repaired and it was a stretch limo. Okay, good night, Fenton. Where are you, Fenton? What country are you in? Fenton's going to bed, everybody. So I don't know where he is. Where are you, Fenton? You in New Zealand or somewhere? Anyway, it turned out they seen me walk in there and paid the panel beater working on one of my cars. And okay, he's in Australia. Okay, which part of Australia? I'm in Sydney. Oh, that's right. You're Melbourne. I think you're Melbourne. And Queensland. Oh, okay. Fenton's in Queensland. So you know that Lamingtons were made originally in Brisbane. That's the home of the Lamington. Good night, Fenton, says Andre. Fenton, Andre said good night. I like manners. Don't you like manners? Anyway, Lamingtons were originally started in Brisbane and Lamington National Park and Lamington Biscuit goes on. It was originally made up, I think it was for the Queen or the Governor General, or somebody was visiting and somebody made it up. I can't remember. I remember the story. I can't remember, was it a governor or a premier? No, it was a governor. I think it was a governor. What do you got here? Yeah, Trent said, see you. Anyway, what's going on here? Well, anyway, that's about that. So yeah, see ya is Australian slang for say, I will see you later. Just saying to the monitor watching the show, see ya is Australian slang. It's a good compliment. Anyway, I'd say that one person always is. Remember, whenever you log into YouTube as an influencer and you start having a chat, you always have that one person comes up there first. That is your monitor. I think I could be wrong. Anyway, so what else we got going? What else we got there? So tomorrow I'm taking the old car out with the trailer on the back, going to go rid of some scrap metal. Good. Okay, Andre, that's good. You keep listening if you're sick in bed. Young man like you. Um, and I'm going to go drop off a load of scrap metal. Come back here, drop off the trailer, and then take it out with the bad brakes and go and drop it off out there at the motor mechanic in Western Sydney, St Mary's, Mount Druitt area. I'll drop it off over there. I've had the same mechanic for 25 years. Great mechanic. Or 2007 I got him. What's that? 18 years. Same mechanic. Anyway, so what else is happening in the world? Somebody else want to come in and ask me a question or say something? I'm going to have a bottle of Lamington. There you go. Oh, that's a Lamington. Oh, isn't that lovely? White tank. Isn't it lovely? Can you give a nickname? Can I give you the nickname YouTube Grandpa? No, not Grandpa. I'm great Grandpa. That got you. My first son was 17 when I was 17. I'm 65. Do the maths. 17 and 17 is 34. 17 and 34 is 51. 51, 64 is 15. So I'm a great grandfather. Even if it just go on those years, which means my great grandchild would be 15. Andre, I'm born in 61. Anyway, so you work it out. I'll be 65 in beginning of next year, January, February. I'm not going to give you all those details. That'd be sticky big. Anyway, what else is new? Come on. What happened? I'm down to 2 people. I wonder if my little mate Mason over there in America's watching. Oh, Andre's 11. Oh, okay, Andre. Well, thank you for telling me. Just so you know, Andre, I do not swear on the channel, and I do not use coarse words or bad insinuations or talk about anything that is inappropriate on radio. Oh, sorry, on YouTube. I used to be on radio. Yes, I used to be on radio. Man, way before you were born. About 30 years before you were born. Yes, 30 years, 3 times your age. Good morning, Sydney. The weather today is going to be sunny with a few light clouds and maybe a spot shower. The traffic is running well on the M2 and on the M4. The M5 has a backup traffic. There we go. What's another one I could say? You want me to do a fake news story, Andre? Fenton's back again. What's another one? I'm just trying to think. Oh, 1984. Okay, bit before your time, Andre. 1984. What was famous in 1984 in, was it February or November? I can't think. 84 February. Might be June. I can't think of the month. Anyway, there was 4 heats between Australia and America and European countries. Australia won the first heat, the second heat, the third heat, which is an event, and the fourth heat. What did Australia win in 1984 under the Prime Minister of Bob Hawke and Treasurer Paul Keating? Any clue? Any guess? I'll give you a clue. It was wet. The America's Cup. Yes, that's when Australia invented the wing keel out of Perth. Oh, really? Well, okay. So you've got American parents over here. Andre, your parents, I take it, are American. Well, you go and ask your parents. Dad, who won the America's Cup in 1984? Anyway, I think Fenton's going to bed. He's gone. That's just Fenton. Well, we had 11 people there before and everybody disappeared. Anyway, now, Fenton, did you, Andre, did you subscribe to my channel? Do you push the subscribe button on the top? No, just my two sisters and me. My third sister was born in Australia. My parents were born in different countries. It's probably why you get the name Andre. Now, Andre is either French, or Spanish, or Italian. Any one of those countries applicable to your family background? You like that big word? Applicable. It means does it apply? And me, hang on, just my two sisters and me. My third sister was born in Australia. My parents were. Of course, I did. What? I can't get to sleep. I'm gonna stay. Now, why can't you sleep? What's on your mind? It's only me and you here. I'll read your chat, which means other people, when they rewatch this video, won't know what you're saying. So why can't you sleep? Oh, that's number two. Oh, sorry. I thought it was Andre. That's Fenton. What's the matter, Fenton? Why can't you sleep? You haven't been having bad dreams about Yowies and Bigfoots, have you? Do you ever watch Fenton? Do you ever watch? No, because you just come back in again. For some reason, it went. Oh, now it's back up to 5. See, you don't know. I don't know, Fenton. All I see is the 5 up the top, and it goes way down to 1, and it goes up to 5, and then goes back up to 10. Sometimes I have 147. Um, did you ever see Yowie Hunters Australia, Fenton? YHA? You ever watch the videos there? Because he's caught a Yowie on um, hang on. What did Andre send? It went restricted. Um, he's caught 2 Bigfoots, 10-foot tall, standing behind a 10 tall tree trunk stump, and they lean over there in the dark, and they can film them in the not infrared. What do they call it? God, I can't remember that. Infrared, not infrared. Nighttime camera where you can see in the dark. But it wasn't the infrared one. It's what's the other one they run around with? I can't think of it. My little bit of Lamington. Don't get jealous. Both of you don't get jealous. See, I knew I'd get you in there out to lunch. Thermal night vision. See, I knew that was you listening. It's on you, Fred. See, Fred knows I'm getting old. Can anybody write hello to OTL? Now, let's make that short for out to lunch. I'm a lurking. Yes, Fred's always lurking. He's lurking around somewhere. Yes, night vision. Yes, thermal night vision. Not infrared. Infrared is what you get on security cameras. Night vision comes up as green. Infrared is red, obviously. A long time ago, I still got the camera set. I might do it again one night. I will set up security cameras with a screen and a monitor, and I'll show you how Bigfoots, Yowies, whatever, can see game cameras, trail cameras, right? Game trail cameras, because they say they transmit on the infrared. Now, a lot of people listen to all these stories about lions and tigers and horses and dogs can see in the dark, right? And then Bigfooters and Yowie hunters come in there and they say, I put up a trail camera, but I got nothing on the picture. But I had something like this, say. I'm going to do something here. Comes over the front of the camera screen. Oh, look, that's hair. You see? Oh, that's hair. And then they have a look at it, and you see all the, little spurs of hair sticking out. This is right up next to the camera lens like that. You see? And they say, how did they know it was there? Because when you look at a camera, an infrared camera with another infrared camera, and you're playing it simultaneously on a monitor, one camera can see the other camera, and that other camera can see the first camera. You see a big red dot like this. It comes out about this big to the naked eye, if you could see it. So of course they're going to see it. Good night, Benton. Anybody else want to say goodbye? Good night, Fenton. Fenton. Just say good night, Fenton. Anyway, that'd be nice for everybody. Yeah, he's yes. I'm talking about night vision, Andre. Andre, what have you done with cameras? Have you ever worked with cameras? Right. The only way I've ever seen a Bigfoot researcher ever film a Bigfoot in broad daylight and it walks right past the camera is with what sort of camera do you think? Now, do you think it's a modern day camera like a mobile phone or an infrared trail cam? Or do you think it was what sort of camera? Now, I'm not expecting Andre to answer this because he said he's 11, but I'm asking you, the older people, what sort of camera was first used, the first film, unattended camera? I'm talking about not some guy standing there with a camera. I'm talking about a unattended camera, unattended. Right, make sure I'm very clear. Was sitting in the bush filming a Bigfoot run down, jump over a fence with a chicken, and then run down the creek. Now, there's a good question for you. What sort of camera? Any guesses? Put it on the chat. Let me have a look. See if you can work it out. Because I found that was the only video that ever truly showed a Bigfoot. No, not even the camcorder. Because the camcorder, you got to sit there and hold the button. You hold it up on the handle and you push the trigger. No, it wasn't a camcorder. And a camcorder couldn't run for 24 hours. It was the old fashioned VCR video recorder with a great big long tape. Yes, it was VCR. And the guy had a special machine made up. And now you all probably heard of him. I can't think of his name at the moment. He's dead now. And he filmed that in 1978. And he ended up, I seen a documentary of him in his home. He was living on a boat in the Everglades. What would that be, Fred? Would that be Florida? Down there in the swamps. Was it Louisiana? Yeah, Louisiana. And his name was actually. Let's see if I can find the video. Give me a second, people. Oh, damn. Um, How do I camera? Sit up. YouTube. Boom, 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 boom. I'm got another phone out. I'm hooking up something. Yeah, those are skunk apes. Well, it could have been a skunk ape, Fred. Could have been a skunk ape. What was his name? Um, now it's on the top of my tongue. I'll just say, oh, Andre is back. Showing nobody up there, but you're back. Fred's there. It's showing nobody up there. It says 0. And it says 1. Everglades are drying up in Florida. Why is that, Fred? Well, they're drying up. You've been drinking all the water. Fred, you're not supposed to do that. Fred, stop drinking the Everglades. No, Fred knows I'm having a joke, people. He knows it. It's my wild sense of Australian humour. Fred and I go back several years, don't we, Fred? Yes. He's still wearing my Mr. Hominoid t-shirt there sometime or another. Yes. Yes, Andre. Fred, out to lunch, has one of my YouTube channel t-shirts. Isn't he good? Thanks, Andre. I forgot to have a drink. Look, it's still pretty much all full. Oh, no, hang on. Can't tip the camera. See if I can find that. What was that guy's name? He was always doing research. He had trail cameras and video cameras on his back of his backpack, and he's walking out through the bush and he's filming up ahead. And yeah, strange sense of humor. That's right. What's humor, Fred? What's humor? You're American. I don't know what humor is. Oh, Donald Trump. He's humor. Hey, is it true that Donald Trump knows how to blow his own trumpet? Oh, God. Hey, I just thought of something. When Donald Trump gets voted out, does that mean he's been trumped? Um, Bigfoot researchers. Oh, no, not her. Not Mariah Mayer. Oh, God. You ever seen Mariah Mayer? She done that story on Bigfoot, and then she has um, and she said she done a story on gorillas. And when you sort of like you look at her, let's see if I can get a picture of this. So the phone wants to be dicky. Hang on, that woman there. Yeah, Mariah Mayer. When you have a good look at her, she's been studying monkeys so long. She's got a big top lip like a monkey, and she talks like a monkey, and the side of her face is starting to look like a monkey. And the way she squints her eyes, she looks like a monkey. So, I mean, seriously, you have a good look, Mariah Mayer. She's starting to look like a monkey. She's been dealing with apes for over 20 years. I think she's taken on the look. It's the same as that old myth. They reckon if you hang around with people with a disease that you can't catch, you end up getting it yourself, like arthritis and spina bifida and all that. I don't know. There's sorts of funny things, people. What I notice. What was this guy's name? I'm trying to think. Um, he's been dead now a couple of years. What's his? Oh, hang on. Let me have a look. Hang on. I've got a lot of chats. Hang on. I've got to read back. Everglades is drying up, says Fred. How is your coffee? Good. Don't worry. I was always here. Wild Australian sense of humour. Yes. Wow. Don't know, but his wife probably knows. Whose wife? Oh, the people. No, he wasn't married. He lived in a boat. Um, no, Steve Irwin, he's dead. Oh, bring it, Fred. Did you hear that? Did you see the latest TV commercial over there? about what Robert Irwin did over here in Australia? Yes, it hit the headlines over here. Robert Irwin, Mr. Safari Park, Australia Zoo, he decided to do a TV commercial in a backyard with a what was it? Snake, kangaroo, with something. I can't think of the animal. And he was standing there in a pair of underpants. Yes, the sort of underpants that are very um, appropriate wording with 11-year-old listening. I would say prominent, protruding. And he showed off his six-pack muscles, his chest, and his shoulders, and legs. And he's talking about these underpants, and it hit the headlines. And all the girls wanted him. And then, of course, he went over to America, and he did something over there. And of course, then the news story followed him over there. So Robert Irwin is now come a very eligible bachelor because he stripped off on national TV on a commercial wearing underpants. Not Speedo type, no, the more square. Andre's going to go to sleep. He doesn't want to have nightmares about Robert Irwin wearing underpants. I think that's what he's trying to say. You never know. You never know, Andre. You might wake up with a rhino in your bed or a dinosaur, giraffe. No, that's hear the cargo part. Yeah, that's a noisy bloke who goes past me every night. Oh. Same time. Yep, that's him, 10:30. Yeah, Robert Irwin, and then he was caught on camera checking out Steve Irwin's star in Hollywood. Was it Hollywood? Where they have him all down the footpath, his big star. He was there for that, and they caught him there having a look at it, giving it a wipe, and thinking about his dad. And then he was spotted. What was he doing? Oh, he was walking through some shopping centre, and nobody knew who he was. And the camera guy spotted him. Okay, Andre, you want me to come on tomorrow night, Andre? What time do you want me to come on tomorrow night? Seeing you're in Sydney, Melbourne, Brisbane time. What time? What time do you want to come on? Now, isn't that very polite? Andre says, bye to everyone in the chat and good night, my YouTube grandpa. Thank you very much, Andre. Thank you. What time? Just go tell me your time. What time you want me to come on? I'll come on tomorrow night. I'll tell you about how I go with the car. Anyway, in the scrap metal and whatever. What was this guy's name? Good night, man, says Fred. Fred's over in Missouri in America. No, Mississippi. Oh, 8:50. You want me to come on at 8:50 tomorrow night? All right, okay. I don't know where's 8:50. What's all right? Well, all right, Fred, we're going to look at me at Mississippi. He's in Mississippi. You know who Mississippi is? Yeah. It's a girl who never got married, and all she did used to sip on coffee. Mississippi. Isn't that how it got this name, Fred? Sippy? Sippy on coffee? And it was a young girl called Miss Mississippi. Please. Oh, well, I've already worked it out on Andres, Melbourne times. Well, it's the same time as Sydney. It's only Queensland who gets left behind when we go to daylight saving. Queensland does not change the clock. New South Wales, Victoria, South Australia, and Tasmania do. Northern Territory do, and so does Western Australia. But Queensland That's why they grow bananas up there, mate. They don't keep up with the rest of the world. If it is too much for a push, oh, let's say 9 o'clock. That sounds like a good time. Say 10 minutes later. I can't run my computer. I've got to do everything on the phone. The internet here is absolutely cactus. Anyway, I'll see if I can find this um, YouTuber guy. What was his name? Um, what's his? No, what was his name? A lot of people gave him a lot of recognition because he was Fred. He was talked about by that Canadian guy who's the bush bloke up there, and he goes taking away people on tourist shooting and camping trips. He was talking about him. He also was talked about a lot about by Colorado Bigfoot. He's also what's his name? God, I hate it. When they die, you forget their names, but you still remember all the work they did. He did hundreds, if not thousands, of films. I mean, I've got 3.3 thousand films now, Fred, and I got 1.5 thousand subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to me now. Thank you. I'm going to go for monetization, which means I can get paid by YouTube. And the other one, if you make a donation, then we'll set off on a camping trip and we'll go bush. Before I go, I hope you have a good night and day for the rest of your life. And I hope you become famous and fulfill your dreams and keep going. Find joy when you are sad. I'm never sad, Andres. Never sad. I may be mentally depressed, but I never get sad. Because when you get depression, the best way to beat depression, which is not sadness, there's two different things. You force yourself out of bed, you get up, make yourself a cup of coffee, and say, what is something I used to do when I was a kid that made me happy? I said, oh, Vegemite on toast. And it's always Vegemite. And you had that little kick of Vegemite in your brain, and you said, right, now what am I going to do? And you forget about everybody else. And thank you, Andres. Yes, I'm not upset. But I still fight mental depression. Now, mental depression in my case was brought on by all the drama that other people did around me. Now, I'm not going to say that to you because you told me you're 11 years old and it's highly inappropriate. Let's just say something similar to a firefighter, an ambulance driver, and a policeman. That's what I'm going to say. It gives you an idea. It's horrible stuff I went through, not by choice. But I didn't cause it. I didn't do it. I just tried to fix the problem. Um, what's this guy? There's a guy here. What's his name? Who is he? Oh, he's another one of Fred's mates. Hang on. What's his name? Exploring with Angel. Oop. Angel. Ever seen him, Fred? Exploring with Angel. Quickly got to plug the power in, or else you're about to die on me. I mean, I'm about to die on you. Hang on. Fred, I'm going to find your hole. Oop, there it is. Hear that? That's the thing going. What, at the age of 11, what did you suffer from? Exploring with Angel. exploring with 183,000 subscribers. Hello and welcome to Exploring with Angel. I am an explorer who enjoys documenting interesting places of all kinds, including abandoned locations and haunted spots. Follow me on my journey while I venture around the world to some of the craziest locations in existence. I plan creating a lot of valuable content on this channel, revolving around some of the greatest and most interesting abandoned locations. Well, he's already said that, so he said it twice. Most haunted places around the world. I'm always on the grind, blah, blah, blah. Feel free to check me out. And for where I post documents and fun stuff, www.youtube.com, blah, 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 blah. Links. Oh, he's also on Instagram, he's on Twitter, and he's on Patreon, and that's how he pays for it. I don't do all that. I pay for all my own. I'd say always good night, and I hope you live strong, guys. 9 o'clock tomorrow and a bit later. See you later, YouTube grandpa. Just one personal thing. What's that? I think he likes us, Fred. I think I'm in trouble. Sure. Damn it. I finished eating my Lamington. Good night. Good night, Andres. He joined February 2018. Oh. Right. What's this other guy I'm trying to think of? What's his name? Oh, A, B, C, D. You can't put certain personal things up there, Andreas. Good night, and there's a good night. I'll see you later. Very hard to leave your live stream. Thank you, mate. Well, unfortunately, I got you and Fred, so I think Fred's still there. Fred's still there. Actually, I'm going to find your channel, Andreas. Where is it? Andreas Edit. All right, I'll look you up when I finish. See you next time. All right, see you tomorrow. Yeah, me bloody cock. Out to lunch. Oh, you're going to bed too, like, oh, Fred. Fred, say hello to the wife for me. Give a big, big, sloppy Australian kiss, right? One like this. Right in the rear, right? Give you a kiss, a big in the ear, right? For your loving wife. Fred says, no way she'll hit me. She'll slap me. No, just kidding around, Frank. Fred, just kidding around. Just tell your wife I said good night. And say good night to the chickens for me too. Yes, Fred's got chickens. So Fred's on the way out. No dryers, go to bed. Go to sleep. Turn the phone off. Meow. I'll rouse on you. Good night, mate. Go to sleep. Anyway, who else have we got there in the chat? I could talk all night. Do, 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 do. I know. Oh, somebody else is there. What else? Also, could see before I go where it's Fred texting from. In Mississippi. Hang on, I have to put this thing down. I'm leaning on my shoulder, elbow. Hopefully, it's gonna sit. Hang on, I'm gonna do this. Turn that around. Hopefully, that's gonna sit. Sit, boo boo boo. Sit. I think because the power leads under it, it's not gonna sit. Um. Yep. Oh, sit. No, that's not me. It's the camera falling over. I'm trying to do something on the other phone. I'm trying to find the name of this move. What's a move? Go to sleep, Andrews. Um, yeah, what's it saying? Look, that'll put you to sleep. Now, what's American time? It's Canadian Pacific. Oh, sorry, camera crashing. I think this thing's getting hot. What about the coffee? Gonna put some. Now it won't move. We've got the no control on it. Right, now that we have a hand for it. Turn that off. Right. Um, let's view my channel. Let's read out some very nice stats. Bye, for real. Don't believe you. Go to bed, Andreas. I'm now 1.16 thousand subscribers. There we go. I've gone up another 10 in the last day or two. Isn't that great? See your subscribers. Let's see if Andreas is there. Chris Gaming Plus, yes. Gordon. Oh, I've even got a Russian. Oh, my goodness me. Let's have a look at the Russian. 9 years, no subscribers. Oh, he's got me as his third choice. I don't know who he is, but he's got no video, so I can't leave him view his channel. Oh, he's got one video. I know. I'll leave him a comment. Oh, bloody stupid ad. Well, let's set him up. I sent him a hello from Australia, Mr. Hominoid. I don't speak Russian. So he obviously must understand English. For real, right. Good, he's gone to bed. Brand new onwards. And who's this one? Came in 72, joined 14 years ago. Okay. I wonder how you put all these people in a drawer one day, send them out a free T-shirt. 4 thumbs up, public views, video shorts. 100. There we go. Here's that one I did over the bridge. You want to see it, Fred? Mm. Right, that's the bridge I was talking about, where I went last weekend or so. I took Peter for a drive and I took him down over there over the bridge. It's the one where the landslide was and all the rest of it. That's what's the name of the place? Oh, down near Coldcliff, COLECLIFF, Coldcliff. It's down that way. Anyway, looks like everybody else has gone to bed. Okay, well, if you're all going to bed, I'm going to bed. See you later from Hominoid. Good night. Anybody want to come and say hello? See you later. I'll see you at 9 o'clock tomorrow night, right? 9 o'clock Sydney time. It's not daylight saving yet. It's getting very close, but 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Australian time. See you later from Hominoid. Have a good night. Now remember, 131114 for depression. That's the Lifeline phone number in Australia. 131114. Free from any public payphone. And remember, in Australia, you can ring a house number, a mobile phone, or anywhere else in Australia. It doesn't matter where the phone number is in Australia. You can ring up from Telecom Australia, Telstra Australia, public payphones for free. So if you are a missing person, if you are a lost person, if you find yourself and you're watching this and you say, oh, I was kidnapped 15 years ago, how do I call my parents? You pick up a public payphone and you dial 000, or else you dial 131114 and get connected for free. Don't ever, just don't ever forget, you're never ever alone. You can call for help. 000 in Australia, right? In America, it's 911. In England, it's 999. Right? In New Zealand, it is, I don't know what it is in New Zealand. I've never been over there. But anyway, I think it's 999, I think. I don't know. But anyway, look it up yourself. Um, Usually, if you catch a plane and you land in that country, they give you a letter or a piece of paper and it gives you all that information, emergency phone numbers, who to call, blah, 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 and all that sort of thing. So in Australia, 000 is free from any payphone for emergencies only, for police, fire, and ambulance. 131114 for, you guessed it, psychiatric help, right? Lifeline. It's called Lifeline. And we also have heaps of things over here in Australia called the Big Blue, and which is the blue, meaning depression. It's you're going through the blues. We have heaps of other men's societies. We have women's societies. We have children's society. We have free phone numbers for children to call. You can look them all up. Just Google if you're in Australia. Look them up. Anyway, have a good night from Hominoid. Leave me a comment if you find this interesting. If you want to send me an email, by all means. Look, you don't have to use your own personal email, right? We all know it. Very simply, go and make up an email address with a password, and then you go into Google or whatever you want to go into, Outlook, whatever, and you want to make it up and it gets attached to your side of your original email account. If it's Google, see, I have Mr. Hominoid at Gmail, and I have Hominoids Australia at Gmail. Hominoids and Mr. Hominoid, right? So it's still me, Hominoid, Mr. Hominoid at Gmail. You can send me an email. And if you want to tell me about a Yowie story, a Bigfoot story here in Australia, you want to tell me about UFOs, you want to talk about anything interesting, whatever you want to talk about, you can send me an email. I will never, ever, as basically the same as a news reporter or press reporter, never ever disclose your personal details. That is between you and your right to privacy with me. I will never ever disclose them. You want to tell me about UFOs, Bigfoot, Yowies, Dogfoot, ghosts, weird encounters, something strange in your life, something horrible in your life, something good in your life, how you won the lucky lotto numbers, how you did this or how you did that. It's an interesting story and you want to put it on air, by all means. Nobody's going to have a go at you. All right? I cop the brunt. It's on my channel. But if you want to have a talk about anything you want to talk about, by all means, I need it. I need some help. I've got to come up with more literature. So I'm not a young man anymore. I can't go walk around the streets all the time and go out in the bush and go find stories. I'm now changing my ways. I'm setting up for you to come and bring me information to me. So whatever you want to tell me, you let me know. Send me an email, Mr. MRHOMINOID at gmail.com. And it's not for publication on your name and address, right? Nothing like that. And then I will send you a phone number. All right? There we go. Up you tell me your story. So for me, Mr. Hominoid, have a good night. God bless. Keep a smile on your face and no farting in an elevator. That's my funny punchline for the night. No farting in an elevator. You know why? Somebody else might enjoy it. See you later. Good night. God bless. Love you all.